particular artist for a long, 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 long time. Because honestly, he didn't put new voice next to your face, so I'm gonna get it right here.
That's right.
So give it up for Colleen.
Woo! Hi everybody. So yeah, it's been a long time since I've been here. It was last in July, and then life got crazy, as it usually does. But I finally have some new material, so I was able to make time to come out. So here's a piece called Archetypes Part One. There's a book called Sacred Contracts by Carolyn Myss that talks about the theory that our personalities are all made up of a combination of archetypes, that the interaction of these archetypes to an extent determine our choices and lives. The book lists all these archetypes and help you work through which 12 archetypes are yours. And one of mine was vampire. The official description of the archetype talks a lot about Dracula and sexuality and the re-emergence of vampire in recent media. But in really basic terms, having this archetype means that I hold on to things for too long until they're drained of energy or health or promise. It sounds like a really awful personality trait to have, but I mean, we can't all be damsels or warriors or messiahs. And there was this part of me that was like, hey, that's why I was so into Twilight and the Vampire Diaries when I was 14. It wasn't because of the shitty love triangles or because I thought reading them would make me seem edgy. It was because I recognized some part of myself in them. And then I thought about that a little more, and I really hoped that wasn't true. I don't want to recognize any part of myself in poorly written teen literature. But the holding on to things, that is something that I do. I've held on to friendships after they become toxic because I felt that I owed the other person something, that maybe it was just a rough patch and we'd get back to how we were. I've held on to idealized versions of people until forced to face the facts that they are just as flawed as I am. I'm still holding on to the pain of some things that happened years ago because I'm afraid forgetting the pain would open me up to going through it again. That's the thing about archetypes. Once you learn to identify them, it's annoyingly easy to see their influence in your life. On the one hand, after identifying them, you're supposed to work with them to figure out how your destructive habits work and how to get rid of those until you're your best self. On the other hand, you just start realizing how many stupid and damaging things you've done over the years. And that can become a little demoralizing. Maybe the vampire archetype, though, is why I've held on to this feeling I've had for you for about a year without doing anything about it. I've been holding on to this fluttery little crush basically since we met, and I keep thinking I'll get over it, and then I turn and I see you, and there I go again. I want you, and it's like a steady ache in my chest. I want you and your goofy smile, and the way you love your job, and the nicknames you call me, and how much you care about things. I want you so much, but I don't do anything about this wanting. I hold the feeling close to me instead, waiting for the fluttering to die down. And maybe that's the vampire in me, living up to its name. Maybe I'm just trying to drain this wanting of all traces of hope before I finally let it go. Thank you.